Do you think that PCOS could be causing your acne? It might. So today we're going to talk about the one action step you can take to help support acne with PCOS and PCOS as well as my favorite herbal recipe you can add into your daily diet to start to support PCOS. Plus, we're going to help you get really clear on the root triggers of your breakouts. Okay, let's go. Every week, I share everything I know about how to get you clear and glowing skin naturally. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. I'm Jill Therese. Hi. If this is our first time meeting, I struggled with terrible acne for 15 years, even though it doesn't look like it. And I was ultimately able to clear my skin naturally. I used a lot of the principles that we're going to talk about today via my Clear Skin program, the Clear Code, with one of my clients, Megan, and she saw some amazing results. So let's jump in and talk about PCOS and acne. So what is PCOS exactly? PCOS was originally called Stein-Leventhal syndrome when it was recognized by a group of researchers by its constellation of symptoms, okay? So that being said, it's technically a condition, it's not a disease. And so what that means is there's no one single diagnostic criteria that defines PCOS. You can't just like have a blood test done and be like, oh, you have PCOS. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. So that being said, though, I want you to comment below with yes if you struggle with 3 or more of the following items as it relates to your hormones and or your body, okay? Because if you answer yes to 3 or more of these, you might be struggling with some PCOS. So they are: number 1, you have 8 or fewer periods a year, so very few periods. You should have one every month. Let's say you're missing a month at least. Your periods are really irregular. So again, like you're going 40 days sometimes between cycles, you're going 10 days between cycles sometimes. They're crazy heavy when you do get them. So like heavy, you know what I'm talking about. You have excess hair, maybe along your face, your jawline, your chin, and or your chest. And then maybe you're losing hair on the top of your head, and or because you're here, I know this might be what you struggle with, you have cystic acne everywhere and or along your jawline. If you answered yes to 3 or more of those items, you might be struggling with a little bit of PCOS. Again, you have to check it with your doctor first, but those are some symptoms, shall we say. So how does this relate back to your acne, you want to know? So here's where it gets interesting. So PCOS and acne are actually linked, and here's why. Women struggling with PCOS, number 1, generally struggle with some androgen excess. So what does that mean? That means an excess of sex hormones, things like testosterone, that often cause that cystic acne along your jawline. Number 2 is that women who struggle with PCOS might also struggle with some blood sugar management issues, because this is so important. We talk about it in my Clear Code program all the time. PCOS has its origins in insulin resistance, okay? And now you're like, all right, Jill, you've lost me. What is insulin resistance? I'm bored. I don't care. Here, insulin resistance is really interesting, but I'll make it super simple. So insulin is an impaired response of the body to insulin, which results in elevated levels of glucose in the blood. So that basically means you're struggling with blood sugar management issues and or you have a high blood sugar, generally speaking, which isn't good. So I have tons of clients who struggle with PCOS and they always come to me. I always tell them to check with their doctor first before they start any diet plan. But the number 1 action step you can take when you're struggling with PCOS is to begin a low glycemic diet. We do this in my program, the Clear Code, naturally because it helps acne overall, and we talk a lot about the link between blood sugar and acne there as well. But generally speaking, if you begin a diet that's low in sugar and you also combine any foods with a lot of healthy proteins and fats, that is a great action step you can take to support the natural healing of PCOS. Step number 2, which is my favorite, the herbal item that we were talking about at the beginning of the video, is to begin adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to your daily coffee, your daily tea, oatmeal, granola. Because cinnamon, I'll link to the studies below, but cinnamon has been shown in type 2 diabetics to positively impact their blood sugar levels. So cinnamon may really help you balance your blood sugar, which is freaking phenomenal. So now that you have these 2 action steps to start to support the natural healing of PCOS and acne, would you like to get a little bit deeper into the actual root triggers of your acne? If the answer is yes, head to the link down below and download my acne personality quiz. It's a 30-second, 10-question quiz that'll help you get a little bit clearer on your root acne triggers, okay? I am so excited to have you here. If you liked this video, these 2 action steps, type yes below. I'd love to support you, welcome you, and also make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel to be notified when I post new videos. All right, and also please share this with anyone that you know is struggling with acne and or PCOS. I'd love to share this help with them. Okay, talk soon.